Sometimes you just got to get real about it. And
Yes,
so
we do.
it is time to bring in the one, the only, Debbie Georgianni, Debbie G, Debbie Georgia, NNI. Good morning to you, Debbie.
Good morning, Ron and Dave. Thank you so much. I love this. This is the first Friday of Lent.
Yes.
And yeah, we've got to get real. That hot dog, I think I caught that, Dave. I don't know about that.
Yeah, right.
Not acceptable today. But anybody 14 and older, this is a day that we abstain from meat. And it's a requirement, and it's really important that we understand how Lent works in the rhythm of our lives. Okay, so we just had Ash Wednesday, which I heard from around the world, actually, from listeners to Take Two, that the churches were packed for Ash Wednesday. So that's amazing, and praise be to God. Okay, now we're on the first Friday of Lent, and we do need to abstain from meat today, and we do need to be thinking about the passion of our Lord and what he has done for each and every one of us. And we also need to go a little bit deeper. Why? Because we're going into the weekend, and it's very important that sometimes on Fridays of Lent, if you really want to get real, people are like already exhausted, and we're only 2 days into Lent, and it's like, okay, we really have to each day think, Lord, what are you asking of me? Are there more graces? Ask for more graces, because this is a season of grace. Okay, so important, and really stay disciplined on the Fridays of Lent to actually pull back. So abstaining from meat, pull back, okay, and really, and a lot of people also choose to not only abstain but fast on the Fridays of Lent. So I mean, really have that sense of, I want to deprive myself. I want to pull back. I want to empty myself so that I can fill with more of you, Lord. So bring in God today, so importantly, and stay in that really kind of a deep in the interior part of you, joy, but a somber place where you're really reflecting on the passion of our Lord. Okay, so so get in the mindset. Every day is important. Don't let just each day go by of Lent where you're just like, okay, I got to get to Sunday because then I can just eat chocolate again because it's Sunday or whatever. Get each day has meaning. And if you do that, you will see that every day you are slightly changed. And it's interesting, real quickly, today on Take Two with Jerry and Debbie, Susan Tassoni is with us for the entire hour. It's brand new, and she's talking about Saint Faustina, Jesus, and Lent. And she's talking about suffering, and it is so powerful. Oh my goodness! I could have kept her on the interview for hours. Wow. That's how much she gave us today, and I hope everybody can tune in to really reinforce what I'm trying to say this morning. But all I can say is, and this is probably the biggest part of Get Real, is make each day count in Lent. If you really want to be transformed by the end of Lent, when we hit the Triduum, when we hit the Mass of the Lord's Supper on Holy Thursday, if you really want to be changed and be closer to God, every single day counts, you guys. So that's why, even look back. Did you feel different on Ash Wednesday? Did you feel different yesterday? Maybe keep a journal. Really, really think about this, because from what I hear from people who are in ministry, they're saying that this Lent in particular, 2026, is going to be a game changer.
Absolutely. I know one of the songs that we sang at Mass on Ash Wednesday, "Change Our Hearts, Lord." Your word can make it so, and change our minds this time. And that I thought was a great way to kick off Lent. And that really echoes what you're saying. We need to experience that change, that metanoia, during this Lenten season.
That's exactly right, Ron. And I think people are ready for it. They're using terms like revival and all sorts of things, and that's fantastic. But you have to, one of the things we've always learned in life skills is you have to practice it. That's why we're called practicing Catholics. You have to practice it. You have to work at it. You have to put the effort in. If you just think it's going to happen to you just kind of magically, it could. I mean, God can do whatever God chooses. But I will tell you that when you put a little bit of effort into something, you will reap those beautiful rewards of you getting closer to God. You know, there have been people already on Ash Wednesday reporting that when they went to the Ash Wednesday service in Mass, they felt a mystical encounter with God. There's already people reporting on that. Now, these are all just stories of people coming in, private stories. But I will tell you that's fascinating. So this really could be the year for each and every one of us.
Yeah, I want to circle back around to today's upcoming program, Take Two. Mm-hmm. This tie-in with St. Faustina and this particular Lent. And this stirring that you talked about, this revival, there is definitely something going on. And having just recently read the diary, I now that you've said that, I'm thinking there is just no better thing to be doing during this Lenten season than at least picking up the diary and delving in somewhere. I mean, there's one better thing to be doing, reading the scriptures. But in addition to reading the scriptures and participating in the sacraments, if you're going to pick up another book, reading the diary in some way, in some portion, is a wonderful thing to do, because I do think, having just read it, St. Faustina is talking about this time. She's predicting this time. I can't wait to hear today's program.
Oh, Dave, you will love it. And I so agree with you about the Diary of St. Faustina. And when you hear Susan Tassone, she wrote a book on it, and we talk about it, but when she goes into the blessing of suffering, she goes into how close Jesus is with us during these very difficult times of our lives. I mean, it's incredible. And it's all through the eyes and the word that St. Faustina got from Jesus himself. It's so powerful. Exciting times we have ahead for all of us. I love it, and I love that we have Catholic radio to bring us together.
I have an idea for a segment that I'd really like to do with you down the road.
Tell us.
I know you're really busy, Debbie, but you know what really occurs to me when we have a conversation with you? You bring it, it's real. I'd like to do something like, let's get real. Get real with Debbie G, something like that. Because, man, when we talk to you, it just seems so real, you know?
I can almost hear that, Dave.
Nicely done, Debbie Georgianni.
Take
You
two
guys
high
are
noon
amazing.
today.
Thanks,
Love ya.
guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Debbie.
Debbie.
Thank you.